Have you ever tried this exotic fruit? Stay tuned. In today's episode, we are going to learn a lot more about the Trinidad Cocorite. Please consider subscribing to support my channel. The Atelier maripa, or Cocorite palm, is native to Trinidad and Tobago and South America. These palms are found growing in the wild all through the countryside. They are especially distinguishable by their shaggy palm leaves. The cocorite is a delicious but seasonal fruit. In Trinidad, the cocorite palm usually fruits during the months of June to July. The diameter of their trunk is usually around 30 centimeters or 1 foot. They can grow to heights of 70 feet, approximately 21 meters, but they usually start fruiting around the height of 10 feet. A healthy cocorite palm usually produces a few bunches of flowers, but only one bunch of fruit per season. Very rare, a healthy plant would produce 2 bunches, as we see here. The cocorite palm is very important to the ecosystem of Trinidad and Tobago. Although it fruits just once a year, it produces habitat and food throughout the year for the animals that depend on the palm. The importance of the cocorite palm to our ecosystem will be discussed a little later in this video. In Trinidad, we have 2 varieties of the cocorite palm, the forest palm and the savanna palm. These are quite similar in their appearance, but the difference is in their habitat and their fruit. The forest palm grows in the forest. It usually does not have any distinguishing features to separate it from the savanna palm, except for when it fruits. The flesh of the fruit has an orange color, whereas the flesh of the savanna palm fruit is white in color. In my opinion, the forest palm fruit is more flavorful than the savanna palm. The savanna palm fruit is also easier to obtain, as you simply take a trek across the savanna and gather some of the fallen fruits. The forest palm, on the other hand, usually means you would have to take a hike into the forest, and this can be a dangerous journey. There are many dangers in the Trinidad forest. To get to the cocorite palm, you usually have to clear a path that is usually not traveled by humans. There are various snakes, including the very poisonous mapipi snake that is found in Trinidad. There are large amount of mosquitoes, and the mosquitoes in Trinidad carry very dangerous diseases. The most dangerous of the Trinidad scorpion makes their home in the cocorite palm. And among the animals that feed on the fruit of the cocorite palm is the quench, locally called the wild hog, which can attack if stumbled upon. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Click the bell icon so you'll be notified of any new videos that I post. And success, the sweet, juicy fruit of the cocorite palm. The cocorite palm litters the forest floor, and here many of the animals in the forest can find food. The agouti, the lap, the quenk, even the deer can come and enjoy the sweet fruit that litters the forest floor. Other animals, like birds, squirrel, and even possum, which is locally called the manikou, would climb the tree and feast on the fruit directly from the bunches. In fact, the squirrel and possum makes their home in the branches of the cocorite tree. The cocorite palm supports many ecosystems. The wild anthurium, as we see here, grows and flourishes around the cocorite palm. The branches and stems of the cocorite tree falls to the ground and decay, creating a rich soil that is excellent for the wild anthuriums to grow. The balize and its beautiful red flower also thrive in this rich soil. It is commonly known in Trinidad that where there's balize, there are snakes. Apart from the fallen food that the cocorite palm produce, it supports the ecosystem in many other ways. Its trunk is covered in dead bark, which holds a lot of moisture. This fuels the growth of the green and beautiful cocoa moss. The cocoa moss, in turn, supports the growth of these lovely hanging tree grass. And further up the trunk, the rotten stumps of the branches provide the perfect environment for the growth of these lovely ferns. Ferns are a common sight under the branches of this palm tree. And as I stand here admiring the beauty of these beautiful ferns, the mosquitoes start singing in my ear. As the squirrels and the agoutis feast on the flesh of the cocorite, they take the seed along their path and bury them so they can have them to eat all year round. Some of these seeds are forgotten, and they germinate as we see this young cocorite palm growing out of the ground. The cocorite palm feeds the animals, and in turn the animals helps disperse its seeds, and the cocorite palm spreads throughout the forest. The cocorite palm we see here will be between 1 to 2 years old. In a couple of years, this cocorite palm will produce fruit to continue the cycle of life. Now, I will gather some of the sweet treasure that I came here for. Only taking what I need. I need to leave as much as I can for the animals that will be visiting later today. The dried leaves of the cocorite palm can be used to make compost or kindling to start fires. The green leaves can be used as covering for shelter, and it is commonly used in Trinidad to make brooms. It is now time to enjoy some of this delicious fruit. Always be sure to wash the fruits before you consume them. To consume the fruit, you simply remove the cap and peel off the skin. Underneath would be the delicious flesh that you can consume. This is the flesh that you would want to consume. The fruit has the lovely texture of a ripe pear, but the delicious flavor of a sweet banana. When the flavor hits the taste buds, it excites the entire mouth. And this is the seed that remains after the flesh has been eaten. I put a lot of work into my videos to make them as educational and entertaining as possible. If you would like to support my work and support my channel, please consider subscribing, like, share, comment. It goes a long way into helping me produce more videos like this. And don't forget to click the bell icon so you'll be alerted of my next video. The lovely fragrance from this beautiful orchid, the sweet nectar of the Cocorite palm, and the lovely ambience of my beautiful garden. It is such a beautiful afternoon. I don't think I will be doing anything else other than relaxing for the rest of the day. Join me on my next adventure. Until then, keep adventuring. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to support my channel